Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Panther kicker Zane Gonzalez has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field. It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception. I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up. On 2nd and 7, Tua. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick. And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty. And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group,
They've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Tua. You get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So that challenge, a successful one. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Newton now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for Carolina.
And that might be exactly where they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Off-play action. Newton rolling to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, 2nd quarter, he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown.
He's got a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception, but he has contributed, and he just can't get down and worry about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
But now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 29, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 29 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
20.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Newton on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, pushing through the contact. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 50, Newton. Incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hooker slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Sanders now to kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Now it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Newton. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
That's right, baby.
Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
20.
Newton on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. That's a strong run. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 63 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. This is Gaskin on the carry, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 13 yards remaining on second down. Now Tua. Dancing to his left. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jalen Phillips. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. it's Newton. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Panthers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers about ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, and that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Tua. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll find Parker again. Complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there for the Dolphins.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Gaskin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Newton throwing again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Newton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Newton to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. 83 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another run with Gaskin. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And throw right side complete to Parker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll...
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Tampa. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On play action, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3. Fournette running out of the gun, and he'll go down at the 28. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down is Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. And that will get me off target and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw again on second down. Brady drops it to Jones in the flat. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Brady to throw again. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Rolling to his right. This is caught by Evans. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Sugar! 72.
Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. This up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 55 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing again on second down. Brady, slant route to Miller. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Sugar!
Everyone's got four down. Motion.
Alert!
Again, it's Brady. A check down here to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep going.
On first down, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. Four down.
Hey, Colt 66.
Motion. Watch it. He's crashing. He's checking me. Alabama.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Succop's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Miami. Defense blitz, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he fires one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Check it.
Here's Brady to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Brady now on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, They're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 20, 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Check and reload.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 45's the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Play action. Now it's Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake. Brady. And break, the tight end's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Brady, got to have this one. Going up top for Miller. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Brady now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua going to throw. They get this out wide to Gaskin. Touchdown! Myles Gaskin, 37 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing
and the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds Gronk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No, 66.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way,
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to pass. Tua going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Midfield, here's Tua. Going for the deep ball. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. The first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Tua now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Here's Fuller with a catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Lindsey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4. Brady, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A A shotgun give to Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Brady now on first down. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front as we send you a and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
first downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A handoff to Fournette. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, check it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. Went out of bounds, so up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Brady. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the two-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two? Brady will look to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, the penalty takes them all the way back to the 12. You don't see many two-point conversions that go in from the 12, do you?
No, you really don't, but in a strange way, it actually opens up the field a little bit, maybe expands what you can call on offense, and they took advantage of it.
Offense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On second down, Tua. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
66.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa.
And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Once again, the Dolphins will come out and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he stopped immediately there. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one caught by Carter. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Gaskin. And he's taken down inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Tua now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Tua. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll go with Jones.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami.
For a quarterback, there's two sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Gaskin again on 2nd down.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it, try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, Tagovailoa. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's a give to Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
Not much there, only a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll run now with Gaskin, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephen Carter punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on 1st down. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.